Tazzy's silly video of the day. Hi guys, the idea of this video is to make light of the condition I have, fibromyalgia. It's got a lot of symptoms and it kind of makes for funny stories because it adds to my clumsiness, not sleeping, fatigue, pain, your head being, all over the place. So this is an example of a few incidences and a day in the life of a fibromyalgia sufferer. Now, I'm not taking away the fact that it is a horrible condition that is challenging to live with. It's just trying to find the funny side to it. Now, one of the incidences that I remember was I'm forever doing silly things, I'm forever losing things, and a great example was this top. I went out with my friend, she said this top would look nice on you, and back in the day I used to sort of like manage my fibromyalgia by doing loads of exercise, so I was like more. So she goes, oh, this, it looks good. So I was like, oh, okay, I dusted off my wallet, 40 quid. I thought, yeah, you know what, give myself a boost. I put a spring in my step. I drove home. I thought, I've got the school traffic down my road. Thought, you know what, I'm not going to allow the stress to get to me. I'm going to leave the car here, walk down, pick the car up later. Manage your stress, breathe. So, I've got to the main door of the flats where I live, and then I've realised the bag, I'm holding it upside down. So at some point, this brand new top I've bought has fallen out somewhere. So I've okay, walk back to the car, retrace your steps. No, can't find it. Drive back to the shopping centre a few miles away. Find where you parked. Retrace your steps from there to the shop, River Island, I think it was, and look around the shop. Sales assistant sort of says, "You're all right," and I explain the situation. She looks at me like I'm mad. Top is gone. So what can I do? I bought the same top again. So that's like £40 top. It was now £80 top. So I kind of, whenever I wear this, it does make me laugh. I mean, it does tend to be a reoccurring theme. It does have its advantages. Like, for example, I'm forever losing things, and then months later I'm finding them when I'm looking for something else, and along the way I start finding money. Like, pounds. Oh, another pound. And then, putting a positive spin on it, I think even if I don't find the item, I've kind of nearly made up the value of the item by finding this lost money. The other advantage is that I live on the second floor, so my daily ritual is to leave the house, forget something, go back, leave the house, forget something, go back. So the record is 4 times. So I've done about, my logic is that I'm doing about 100 steps a day, bare minimum. Also pacing. I pace a lot. I walk around sometimes in circles, pacing around, especially when I talk. And then, my Fitbit flashes up. You've done 10,000 steps, and I haven't even left the house. Or parking the car, forgetting where I parked it. And there'll be more on that later on. Sort of my short-term memory and sense of direction is rubbish. So I park the car. And then I'm kind of, where did I park it? So next thing I know, I'm walking around for ages trying to find the car. I've done 10,000 steps. So it does have its advantages. And also, there's the crazy side of things, finding things in the most unusual places. I bought a top, and with some groceries and other stuff, I put the groceries away. I remember doing that. And then all of a sudden, sort of a few hours later, I think, let me try on this top. Can't find it. Where is this top? Looking in the car, looking everywhere for this top. Finally finding money along the way. Finally gave up. And a few days later, I've opened the fridge, and sure enough, the t-shirt is in the fridge. Now, how do you do that? How do you put that in the fridge? I mean, you tell me. Right, so that's the madness of fibromyalgia. Guys, you know, I appreciate anyone that has a chronic pain condition or any chronic condition, depression, anxiety. It does make life very, very challenging. Sometimes it feels impossible. You've just got to keep pushing forward, and humour is a very powerful tool. So if I've made one person laugh at my silliness, then I feel that I've achieved something today. Today was a really particularly bad day for me, so just doing this video has given me a boost. So good luck and keep up the fight and keep laughing.